There's one of two reasons you clicked on this video. Number one being that you love seeing the wondrous world of rare and obscure Nintendo items, and number two being that you're subscribed to my channel and love seeing me preserve history through all of these videos. Being able to buy and talk about these rare and obscure Nintendo items for my collection is a regular thing that I absolutely love doing. And after seeing how insane my last video did on the topic of rare Nintendo plushies, I've decided to once again visit the beautiful Japanese proxy site known as Bai. Bai, please sponsor me. In search of even more rare Nintendo memorabilia. And I actually have quite a few right here in this box. This is old footage, by the way. About a month ago, I was searching for something Super Mario related that would make for an interesting video, and it just so happened that I happened to stumble upon a few interesting products. Never talked about items such as these old Mario plushies or this Mario piggy bank and even this Mario statue. The main issue with these items was just that they costed way too much and were ultimately out of my budget. After many nights of searching the internet, literally I was staying up till like 4 in the morning every day trying to find something unique to make a video on, finally able to obtain not just one, but two super cool and unique rare items. Okay, realistically, one of them is like way cooler than the others, so I guess you just have to watch to the end of the video to see what it is. Starting off with the first item. This is a plastic Mario figure that I cannot find any information on. Seriously, everyone that sells this toy, whether it's on eBay or Yahoo Japan auctions, all have it listed under the same exact name, which is Super Mario-kun Nagasakiya. Some sellers in the past have listed it with the words candy case in the title. I honestly have no idea who or what he belongs to. Mine is a little beat up and has a lot of scuffs on it, but if we turn them over, we can see that the Nintendo branding is on the back with some Japanese characters above it. This just translates back to Nagasakiya, which, when we look up, was actually a pretty popular toy company that made a bunch of these little Super Mario toys back in the 80s and 90s. So yeah, nothing too crazy on this toy, and I suppose we'll never really know where this little guy came from. It's kind of funny because he does look like a bootleg, but the Nintendo branding's on there, so I don't think it really is. And although I know I said 2 items, here's a small bonus item because you guys deserve it for subscribing. To be honest, I kind of bought it just because it was a few bucks and I really love Nintendogs plus Cats for the 3DS, so this little keychain was enough for me to get. Nothing too crazy, but here we have this French Bulldog strap, much like the one on the cover of Nintendogs plus Cats, with this little yellow tag that just has the game's logo on it. Like most little trinkets from Japan, I'm sure this little keychain was part of some small promotion or gacha system in which you'd collect every dog or cat from Nintendogs plus Cats. If we look a little bit closer though, at the back tag of the dog, we can see the word CC Lemon on it, pretty much proving that this was part of some promotion with the Japanese Suntory lemon Coke drink CC Lemon. Definitely an interesting topic I'd love to make a video on. And of course, the moment you've all been waiting for, the rare Mario drummer toy. This little guy, like many other rare plushies, has very little information on the internet about it. Hitting the front of the box with Google Translate tells us that the official name of this toy is actually Super Mario Tauntaun Drummer. He was produced back in 1992 by the company Iwaya Corporation, and judging by the characters on the box, and, well, the actual logo itself, this Mario is based off of his mainline game off the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World. I always love seeing how clear and high quality these box illustrations are when it comes to these older toys. You definitely won't ever see this style ever again on modern toys. One interesting thing I love about this box in particular happens to be on the left side, because if it's one thing that collectors like me love, it's seeing illustrations of Mario that aren't anywhere else. And it just so happens to be included with these instructions on the side. I'll hit this with Google Translate just in case anybody cares to pause and read. I don't know why you'd want to do that, there's just instructions, but let's just check out this Super Mario Tauntaun Drummer. Like most packaging in Japan, for whatever reason they never really seem to put a backside on boxes. This is a really common thing with earlier Japanese Nintendo systems as well. This guy was a lot bigger than I expected. When I first took him out of the packaging, to me, he kind of looked a little bit like Chuck E. Cheese. And it's not because he's a robot. Everything about him seems really well put together. Although I think my toy was more on the defective side with some of the sewing and the glue showing, he holds up pretty well. I've seen other other listings of this guy where he's just so entirely yellow, his eyes aren't even white anymore. His drum has a printed sticker label with the Super Mario World renders, and his drum beaters are a really hard plastic because if you turn him upside down and flip his switch after inserting some batteries, this is where the fun begins. Finding out information on toys like these is super hard to find. Just being able to find a listing on eBay for it is such a weird task in itself because, like I mentioned in my last video, sellers tend to just relist Yahoo Japan auctions at a higher price so they can make a profit for themselves on whatever item it is. What I do want to say is that I'm glad that I can at least show these weird and obscure Nintendo items to an audience that actually shows interest in watching these videos. Cause personally, I love seeing these wacky 80s to 90s Nintendo toys that you've probably never seen or heard of before. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed at least seeing the little plastic figure or the Nintendog strap or even the Tauntaun drummer. I will see you guys in the next video. Kisses, bye bye bye. I'll see you all in the next one.